Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We have to give accolades to our Prime Minister for this milestone achievement on our Biafra Liberation Army. This is a way forward. I'm telling you the truth. In a time like this that your Boko Haram leader, Shetima, said, restructuring my fruit. To hell with restructuring. Maybe you've not seen that video. I have to put it here right now. Watch it and watch what is happening in their National Assembly. They are all looking, mooping like morons. And the Fulanis are now having superpower. Where is your president? Nobody is now talking about Tinubu again. They've silenced him. He's now on his sick bed, probably taking life support and all that. Now, this Boko Haram leader, the commander-in-chief of Boko Haram, Kazim Shetima, now said, what are you talking about? Restructuring. God forbid restructuring. My foot. That's what he said. And tell me, which way now? Which way? In this kind of arrangements, which way Nigeria? Well, we are not after them. We are after our Biafra. God Almighty, please help our Prime Minister. Send down angels to fight these Boko Haram people. Send down angels to crush Nigeria and set up Biafra. That we look out for. That we look forward to have. Now I want to leave the video in full so that you understand what I'm talking about. Let's go there.
Restructure my foot. To hell with restructuring. Let's improve on the quality of governance. Let's work for the people. Let's invest in education. Let's create jobs. All this madness will evaporate. I raise my case.
Is that we don't have a nation. As it is, we don't have a country. Because the primary responsibility of every government, that which gives legitimacy to any government, is to secure the territorial integrity of that nation.
With the position of Shetima that's restructuring under his foot, I mean, of course, presupposes that I don't blame anybody calling for self-determination or restoration of the Biafran state, because it is very clear that Nigeria is not working and they don't want Nigeria to work. Of course, people will want to move forward with their lives, and I don't blame these people. They are saying, where is our hope lies? Our hope lies in the rising sun of the Biafran state. Of course, if the Vice President can reject restructuring that can address millions of problems bedeviling Nigeria, bordering on security, economic-wise, and of course, poverty, is quite unfortunate.
And to provide security for lives and property, and to give us an enabling environment to live and to sustain our lives without hindrance, without fear of being kidnapped or being killed or being assassinated.
Unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructure my foot. To hell with restructuring. Let's improve on the quality of governance. Let's work for the people. Let's invest in education. Let's create jobs. All this madness will evaporate. I raise my case.
If a vice president in a democratic setting can say restructuring my feud, to hell with restructuring, then it means this man has many questions to answer. Of course, is it sounding like a jihadist? Is it sounding like a dictatorial personality or government? It's quite unfortunate. People want to address the myriads of problems, burden on insecurity, poverty, and the killings.
I have been part of a committee that investigated the atrocities of the Boko Haram. And that committee indicted the military more than anything else. There is no house in Borno that the military has not plundered. There is no house in Borno. There has been committee after committee set up by the government. And the government has failed to bring these people to book. In fact, this current leadership of the military in Nigeria today are an extension of that one. And this government has failed to even acknowledge the reports of those investigations. We all know today that in this government, papers have been given, investigations have been made into the atrocities and the corruption in the military. We all know today that the Air Force, the papers or the investigation of the Air Force has been made public. That of the Navy has been made public. But that of the Army has been swept under the carpet by this government. Because they are not only sustaining it, they are not only retaining those culprits, but they are still serving in various capacities in this government, of a government that is supposed to be fighting corruption more than any other place, or more than any other thing. Now, with this, we should also look at the irresponsibility of the political elite. The political elite in this country have done nothing but to cash in on this poverty, on this ill education of the mass majority of Nigerians. They use them, they have used you and turned your psyche into slaves of religious and ethnic manipulations. No one has ever seen the son of a governor even going out to campaign. No one has ever seen the son or the daughter of the president going out to campaign. And no son of even a councillor, not to talk of a senator or a chairman or a governor, that has been abducted or that has been slaughtered on the streets. But the idiots that call themselves the masses allow themselves to be used through religion or ethnicity to divert attention, but to continue to make you into slaves that will be exploited again and again unending. So until you put into your thick heads that you are no slaves to anybody, that the resources of Nigeria is ours, then you will continue to be enslaved. You will be where you are forever, starving. I have never seen the son of the imam being slaughtered or rioting. Neither have I ever seen the son of the pastor. I don't know the difference between a Christian child and a Muslim child. Ladies and gentlemen, we can go on and on. However, the crux of the matter is that we don't have a nation. As it is, we don't have a country. Because the primary responsibility of every government, that which gives legitimacy to any government, is to secure the territorial integrity of that nation and to provide security for lives and property, and to give us an enabling environment to live and to sustain our lives without hindrance, without fear of being kidnapped or being killed or being assassinated. That is the primary responsibility of any government. Any government that fails to do this lacks legitimacy to govern and lacks and should be said to have failed, woefully failed. It is left to Nigerians now to decide, to wake up and say, have I been given what is duly mine? Have you received it? Or are you still parasites? Are you still slaves in your mentalities? You have to be able to think. As for our military, we are demanding a thorough overhaul of this military. Anything short of this is a cahoot. Anything short of this is, to say the least, the government is a beneficiary. the people in government are benefiting. For so long as you see crime within the prism of tribe or religion, you are part and parcel of the problem. Because you are perpetuating it, you are not looking for solutions. And what does it matter? What does it matter to the victim? Does it make any difference to the victims of Mambila, Benue, or Zamfara, under which government they were killed? The dead is dead. The orphan is orphaned. Does it matter who made it happen or who allowed it to happen? So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't say much because I did not even prepare a paper. You have to forgive me. But we all have a responsibility, not only to ourselves, but to our children. Anybody, I have said, who sits on the fence without saying anything or doing anything is either a coward or a hypocrite, or both. So the choice is yours. I'm not a coward, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm a fighter. Fight along with us.
I hope this will make your day. If you are a Biafra freedom fighter, to fight more, to contribute more, to support, to pray more, to get more ready. If you are a saboteur to Biafra freedom, won't this still put you to shame and to perpetual confusion? This will put you to utter confusion because your leader, the Boko Haram leader, said, restructuring my foot. Mazi Wanyanwo, what are you going to do? Now that the man that has balls from Fulani extraction, said restructuring my foot. I will never, they will not talk about it. Rubbish with your restructuring. Oga Fuku, what are you going to say? Will you now support your son, Simon Ekpa? That would do wonders. We would do wonders. If you guys support, beautiful. If you don't support, beautiful. We will rub you in and all die and I die. You cannot escape it because you already rubbed us in and you are the one that put us in this mess. We must not be in it alone. You will go down. Bye.